All right, Squadron, in this video, you're going to sit and watch live as we take our production infrastructure and move it from Australia to US East. Pretty intense. It's a fun time, a lot of stress, but hopefully you can see a couple of little tips and tricks that we did along the way for when you ever have to do it. So let's jump in. All right, the big day has arrived. So we are going to migrate our systems from Asia Pacific to US East 2. Reason we're doing it is because we have some serious fun latency from Australia to America where most of our clients are. So we decided to do that. Obviously, with the change to the React front end, we have reduced that substantially, but this will make it even snappier. So we'll be able to have a super performant app. So first steps first, I've created the migration plan. We've done that. So that's all good. Now we're going to head into maintenance mode. So to do that inside of flight control, very nice and handy. So our production environment, which is currently at, not LinkedIn, Clipflow. We're going to see this go down soon. So we're going to go in here, web server, danger zone, enable.
Here we go.
So it's going to take a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we are going to head into Supabase and we're going to start doing a database dump as soon as this is completed. So we do have to wait for that. I have set up the new project, which is the production US here. So that's ready to go. And then we've got our connection string here for Clipflow production. So this is what we're going to use to grab. We're going to use the session pooler here. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to replace this with our password. So a lot of this stuff I'm going to have to run off screen because it does have sensitive data in it.
Yep. Any data strings, take it off. Yep.
Environment settings, environment variables. Again, I'm going to just grab this password here.
Yep.
And then I've got that string now. So what we want to run here is we've got it in, I've done a run through already in the README. So this connection string here, I can bring this one back now. It's going to be a whole bunch of screen juggling. A maintenance mode enabling. So let's just see, are we down yet? Not yet. So we need this to actually go dead before we do the dump because we don't want any data loss, right? So we need to make sure no one can add anything new. And then as soon as that's done, we can actually continue. In the meantime, we might as well just go over these docs. So let me just start an orb stack. So that's my Docker desktop. So I'll just let that run because we need that for the Supabase CLI. It's already downloaded the image, so that's good. I've got the CLI, so that's all installed. Then we're going to do the dump. We've got our string and we're going to run Supabase DB dump and we're going to do the roles. Then we're going to do the schema and then we're going to do the data. So again, I'll run those off screen when we're ready. As soon as this thing is finished, takes a while. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can you just double check on your side, Kieran, and make sure that Clipflow says we're down?
We'll be back shortly.
All right. I just want to make sure this is actually fully done, eh?
Yep, says maintenance mode. Can't get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Let's go. So we're going to use this string and I will pull this off screen now. So I'm going to run that now in terminal. So I'm going to just do a new directory, which we'll delete straight after, which will be in code. I don't even have it right now, so I already deleted it last time. So it'll be, so we're going to go Clipflow DB. Okay, I've got into there. So I'm going to dump the roles quick and just see if that works. Okay, so inside of Clipflow DB now we have roles here. Yeah, there's nothing really in roles. All right, so we've done the roles. Next up is the schema. So I'll get that ready. Grab the URL. All right, dump AP Southeast 2. Yep, that's definitely the one. All right, the schemas are dumped. So you can see them here. We've got the active storage attachment. So this is just a schema of our database, right? So we can just copy that straight back in. Sweet. All right, next up, we are going to dump the data. And this one will take a little bit longer. So it's reasonably straightforward. It's just a simple command here. I've set it all up in the README. We're basically just replacing the connection strings here with this one. And then obviously put the password in as well. But this database is going to basically get chucked in the bin at the end. All right, so data.sql is 189 meg, reasonably small, which is why we still want to do this now. There we go, we've got some data there, so that looks good. Those are all just attachments, so that's fine. Sweet as. Okay, data is dumped. Now what we want to do is we're going to restore the data into the new database. So that is now inside of Clipflow Production US. And we're going to grab the connection string inside of the session pooler here. Similar concept again. I just need to grab the password of that. So I will just quickly grab here. Okay, I've got that. Now what we're going to run is we're going to run this inside of our shell environment, which is SQL. Single transaction variable on error stop, and then we're going to grab the roles, the schema, and then we're going to set the replication role to replicate, and we're going to import the data, and we're going to just put our string, our connection string there. It does take about 9 minutes to do the full DB. Just make sure you're running that inside of the same folder where you just dumped all the data. So I'll set that up for us. paste that. US East. All right. And go. That's going to US East. That's with that password. So that's doing its thing. You can see it here. It's busy altering tables and sequences because we've already got numbers. So that's going to go and do its thing. And then after that, it's going to do its data. So this takes a while.
Just leave
that
it.
be.
Yeah.
Fun time. There we go.
Time.
Busy doing all its work. We checked the S3 bucket. The S3 buckets, we've set that up so that it was syncing inside of our account. So I'll just quickly jump in and show you what that looks like. So inside of the production Australia bucket, we had replication rules. So it's replicating the existing buckets and it's constantly, so that's busy going. It's sending it to the US so that we have the two buckets in sync. So, and then the database points to all those images or files inside the bucket. So those are the two biggest challenges, is the bucket and the database. So just let that run.
We will be deleting the Australian one after the sync's complete.
Yeah, eventually. I'll probably leave it running for a couple of months, just in case. The nice thing is we have versioning on here. Lifecycle rules, they're bucket versioning enabled. So what that does is that you can't actually delete things. It'll always store pointers and markers to them. So it's just a way of, in case someone deletes something super. But we don't deal really with crazy mission critical data. So, I mean,
Reviews.
files, usually, because it's like you build a project and then after that it's done. So it's not super key. But we do still have all that stuff in place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just like enterprise level data versioning and stuff, just so that we look after our users' data. Okay, so that's running, that's worked, that's running. Let's have a look and see if anything's in here yet. Not yet, but what we can see is in the logs, we can see that what it's actually doing here.
Beautiful.
So it is running against Superbase and it is running against the right database. So just let that thing do its thing. All right. Any questions?
Yeah, we were having an issue in the dry run to do with file uploads. What was that? And what was the...
That's a cause
solution?
issue. So that's just living inside of, I think it's permissions. It's in your bucket policy. And there's also cause down here, cross-origin resource sharing. So you got to allow what hosts or origins can come in.
Yep.
So we didn't, it was set to US, I think, and then we were using app.dot.
Okay.
We changed that. So that didn't work. And then also just some methods may not have been exposed there. But you have to explicitly allow. So otherwise it doesn't work.
Yep.
Because you don't want anyone to be able to upload.
Yeah, from anywhere.
So that was just wrong.
Okay.
So
An easy fix, but small, like there's lots of...
Yeah. So that was just blocking that there. So now we're busy setting. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me just pull up my game plan. So maintenance nodes, database dump, restore database, and then we're going to update the database URL environment variable for our new environment. And then we're going to do the updates of the DNS and we're going to do some testing. And I can change this later. And then we're going to enable point-in-time recovery. And then we're going to say it's all done. I hope it all works perfectly because that will be very nice.
Pointing time recovery, could you explain that concept?
So point-in-time recovery just means that it backs up the database basically every 2 minutes. So usually this is always these paid-on features, but you can back up daily. So if you don't have mission-critical data daily, but we do have, for our users, it's critical. So we back up data. So if anything goes wrong, if the database gets corrupt or anything, you can go back into a point in time.
Perfect.
And then you can roll back 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So that's cool. I think we're actually getting data in now. Not yet.
Not quite yet.
What are we copying? Looks like, you know what it does? It does it in a transaction. So everything has to be successful before, otherwise it fails.
Or it shows up, otherwise it fails.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. For anyone
it's
watching,
fair enough, but it'd be annoying if one little thing failed.
If something caused the whole dump to fail. And for those who are watching this, what were the reasons behind ClipFlow changing to US East?
So I touched on that in the beginning, but the main reason why we're doing it is because most of our users, or majority of them pretty much, is like the only users that aren't us, that are in the US or in Europe or in that area. So by having the servers in Australia, that's just you add about a 250 to 300 millisecond latency for every request for no reason. So we're like, well, we can handle that because, it's not that bad. But for our users, we really want the app to be instantaneous pretty much. So that's why we've gone and moved it there just to reduce the latency and sit it right where our users are. So we're on the east coast of the United States, so US East 2. And we just got that. The latency be just so much nicer across there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but in like a user experience, it really does make a difference, just these milliseconds. So if we can change this now before a huge amount of users start using this, any sort of problems that we encounter in this shift, can be dealt with on a smaller scale than something
100%.
massive.
Yeah, you don't want to really be doing data. Like, I mean, we should have done it earlier if we could have, but we didn't really know. That was the thing. It's like you make the gamble. Look at this one. This one dropped 175,000 records there.
Oh,
that's why it took so long. It's so funny with these tools. Like you sit there and it sits there and you're like, did you just freeze? Like,
yeah.
But it's just busy dumping a lot of data. And the main records that we have like in stuff is like it's notifications or jobs. So I think we're getting there.
Oh, we're onto rows.
I think it's just setting the values of all the primary keys. So that's interesting. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. Like you don't, reset. Did you work? Please work. There we go. Let's look at solid queue jobs. We got 533,000 records. So what we could do is we can run, I'm going to jump into the production DB.
Compare a few tables.
Yeah, I've got a count of tables here. So I'm going to run that in the US bucket. Okay, it's already there. Great, wonderful. Run that. I really need a new tab. I don't know if you can do this in Superbase though. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab a screenshot of that and then run the same thing in production. And I'm going to grab a screenshot. Okay, so the jobs have changed slightly. Why are the attachments so different? These things are all identical. You know why the jobs happen? I think it's because the jobs constantly run. So every time they're executing, they're running in the background and they're ticking. But all of these things...
Would they have needed time to process in maintenance mode before we dump the DB?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think anything in a job... We only have like notification emails and stuff like that are happening. Project statistics. Like for me, these are the things that matter. All of these are pinged exactly the same.
Media files, comments.
Yeah, so that's all good. You know what probably also happened was when we were dumping the data, maybe it fired. Actually, that database is not in use yet. So I don't actually know why that's out there, but it's not concerning. Not too concerning for me at all there. Okay, cool. So maintenance mode's still running. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into here and we're going to set this environment variable. We need to update this database to use the new one. So I'm just going to copy that and then I'm just going to update it to the new DB.
Top screen, yep.
So that's the old one. I need to get the new connection string from Superbase, so make sure we're in production US, connect. And this one uses the direct connection. Yep, so that's YX. And then I just need the password. Okay, why is it? Okay. And then I'll just set that in here. So this is production US. Yep, edit. I'm going to paste that and I'm going to hit save and deploy. So now we can see it's running this branch here. It's deploying those new environment variables and our branch 96. So I'm just checking here 96DEO37, 96DOA3. Yep, that's the same commit. So we're going to have the latest code there. So just let this run. We can see that doing its thing. So it's building everything. Very handy tool, flight control. If you do want to run on your own AWS infrastructure, but you don't want to do the CI/CD for it, all that stuff, this actually can set up infrastructure for you. Very, very nice. And it uses the best practices and very hardened settings. So you're not fumbling through there yourself and making mistakes or security breaches.
This is more for people who have historically come from Heroku or somewhere that's not AWS.
Yeah. So usually you could use platforms like Heroku, Fly, Railway, whatever you want. But then you're basically paying a margin on top of AWS infrastructure. They'll bill you out and they'll charge a little bit more than whatever AWS is. And that's how they make money. But these guys charge a flat fee. And then we are running in our own account. I really like this because if you want to make changes to stuff, you can actually see your AWS, go into your account and see what infrastructure is built and then make changes if you need to. So you have a lot more control and you can also save a bit of money. It's obviously a little bit more complicated than having just, push to Heroku or Go or Vercel or whatever.
It's like a middle option between the two.
Yeah. Or you can go full Kubernetes pipelines and stuff if you want to as well.
Yep.
Which we've had before, but I like this. This is kind of a nice...
Do you think
nice
as we scale, we'll need something a bit more hands-on like that? Okay.
It's overkill. It's painful. It's painful to work with, to be honest. This is very, very easy and super powerful. You have full control. We're running media convert pipelines, SNS, extra stuff that isn't in here, but it's so easy to do. This just handles the app deploy, which is what you want these kind of tools to do. And just that maintenance mode flag. To do that in general is to be so hard. That's why we had a case where we did this and we had to upgrade and move infrastructure. But what happened was I had to manually build maintenance mode in, which I did. The problem was we had an API as well. And that route hadn't been protected or turned off. So we had API requests all coming in. and it caused a few things to get lost that's why I was like, I've done this before, so I was hoping, the same thing. That's why I make sure you kill that app so nothing can happen.
We learn from the painful past.
Like it was so annoying because like everything was checked, double checked, triple checked, maintenance mode. I literally built a maintenance mode.
It doesn't have an easy maintenance mode in it.
I don't know if it might now, but when I think I was doing this when I was like Rails 5 or 6, so it's quite a while ago. It might. But like realistically now, because probably the code didn't inherit from like the controller, should all inherit from application controller, and the API probably did not.
I was outside of the
so if it's not inherent here, because this is where you want to basically just like before action throw maintenance mode, and then you just go fail. Can't happen. Didn't have that. Something to think about when you're doing big migrations of this. Okay, so I should have there's a new project in Clipflow that I did today. This is still using the old DB. Yeah, it hasn't finished yet. Just the waiting. The anxiety of waiting. When we had our old stuff, like really in the early days, we used Elastic Beanstalk, and the deploys would take an hour. And I always had to do them after hours. So it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I'd be sitting for an hour waiting, and then it would fail.
My God.
Or something would break, and then you had like no time to try and fix it before the next day. It was just the worst.
Just wait, guess on the fix, and then wait another hour for the
to run. It was so bad. So at least nowadays, like you have health checks and like you have rolling updates. So if one fails, it won't just go and send it to you like, oh yeah, the whole thing's wrong. It'll just crash and won't work. All right, pre-deploy. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, we should see. I added a new...
In ideas?
It should be a new draft or anything. It's the Clipflow tutorial videos. I added them today because this database is old. The old waiting game.
Terrifying.
The nice thing is you do it I wanted to do this early because at the moment we're all on early adopter tier, and that's kind of part of it. You get everything for free.
It's free. We're changing things. Yeah. That's exactly right. So when companies are spending $300 a month, which they will do.
Password authentication failed. Oh, no. What do you mean? That means that it hasn't got the right string. Okay. That's super weird. I have to wait through all that again. That's so dumb. It's definitely the password. There's one character missing.
Oh.
What a kick in the joints.
I mean, that's, as far as problem goes, that's a pretty okay one.
How did it not copy that properly? It's missed one letter. Awesome. Cool. Let's do it again. Paste. Okay. It's really hard because like where they give you the box to type it in is really small, so you can't actually see anything.
Oh, okay.
It's this tiny little box.
It's also just a random character string. It's very hard to decipher.
Yeah.
Like your brain it's like computer stuff.
Computer says no.
Yes.
All right, let's let it do its thing again. So what's next? Game plan. So we're going to get this DB. We're updating the database environment variable. Then we can update the landing page, www, to the new landing page. We can probably do that right now because it is dead anyway. That's gone, so we can't do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Route 53. Only one that we're going to do here so we're looking at landing. That's this one. And then we're going to just update www, and it's a C name. Yeah, we're going to hit save. Now, inside of Vercel...
We didn't change the C name in Vercel, did we?
We tried, and it didn't work, and then...
It just worked?
Yeah, then how do we... See, when you click that, here we go. Okay, man. Oh, wait, so it's saying change W to that. Okay, yep. So it wants us to change it to that. That's good. This needs a DNS refresh. Oh no, that'll take some time to propagate, so that should be going soon.
Yep, it's up.
You're on?
b.clipflow.co goes to our new landing page.
Love that. All right.
Yes.
That's good. How's flight control running? What do you mean deployment's queued? Come on, champ. So I could speed up this build as well by creating a custom Docker image that already has all the things installed in it. So it doesn't have to do that every time. If you have a look at like what's going on here, so this is fine. You need to build the assets every time. But see, it's like fetching gems. That's fine. But here we got like setting up libpython, all of this kind of stuff, running apt-get. We could build that into an image once, and then you'd save a lot of time. Like here, you waste a lot of time on this Docker stuff. Like there's minutes here. See how we just constantly running a whole bunch of nonce? Like we're talking 33, so it's 33 and a half, all the way down to, so that's at least a minute to here.
Just building.
It's about a minute of nothingness, right? So we could shave off a minute there. And obviously, when you're doing deploys and stuff, you want it to get as fast as possible so that you can, if you want to roll back something or make a change or catch a bug, you can. So
Is Docker image in our near future?
Not in the near future. It's
Mhm.
not a big enough priority right now.
Yep.
It's just it's a bit of work. But yeah, and then you got to maintain a Docker image separately, which is annoying sometimes. But it does give you a little bit of stability because like you pin all the versions and stuff and then it's not going to change. If you have like this could version bump by a minor or something and then introduce a bug and you wouldn't even know just because of the operating system. Okay, so we on the Dockerflow. I don't have the new one yet. Mine will be cached on my DNS. It could even be cached at the ISP layer.
Cognito level.
There we go. Yep, works on incognito. We're on. And then this stuff will all redirect to app. Yeah, so that's all working. So we'll be getting there soon. I hope that password was just the problem, eh?
Oh, if you're missing a character, it definitely was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You said, no, I have a branch for the US environment variables.
Yep, this one.
Oh, okay, there we go. Pi control. All right, so you've gone in.
Yep, so inside of
what did we change?
Here, we've got updated production, but we've also got a default URL
production.
App. So I have gone through that.
There was some mailers there. I think that might have been hard-coded in.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
At the bottom of the email, it says dot, but that's for to go to the website.
That'll go to the website. Yeah.
That's what we want. Yeah. It's kind of like advertising. I'm going to close the DB now. Come on, champion. You can do it.
This will be a big deal.
It's anxiety levels are so high. And it's like, what is it? Like, what are we even talking about here? We're talking about some like ones and zeros on the internet somewhere. But it's a big deal to some people, right? Like
we care about this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. But
in the Matrix, we care about this. It's part of our game plan.
It is.
Game code.
One of the funniest memes I ever saw was like, it's weird that like we've created a rock that thinks and we talk to it. Oh.
A rock that thinks?
Yeah. And then someone's like, to be more specific, first you have to put lightning in the rock. And they're just talking about computers. And essentially it is. It's just really fancy metal. We've harnessed lightning in it. Now
it's sand, yeah. Sand with
sand, yeah. Yep. Silicon. Now it's runs our life.
Crazy, eh? It is. Let's live to it. Come on, champion. Let's do it. What's going on? What is going on? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go. Come on. No, not there yet. Come on, bro. What's going on? We are fetching from our bucket. That's good. I just need this thing to update the DB string. What are you waiting on? No, it's taking ages. How long does this one take?
For deploy?
It takes 4 minutes.
Yeah, we're on minute 2, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
Listening.
What? Internal error. Right, there we go. It's probably... What is going on?
There's the data.
Feel like it's still not switched over.
It's not fully listening.
It's got two different servers, I think, different versions of the env. I wonder if we should drop all the sessions.
Let me go look at my private one.
It's weird that it doesn't show me like how many of them have rolled out. There it is.
I'm in.
We're on.
Oh, that's good. You have your you do. Heads in the sand?
Yeah. I think it's on. That's good now. I'm wondering if I should drop all the sessions from the DB.
So everyone has to log in? Yep. That'd probably be pretty good.
Let me just check where it is in here. It just seems so risky.
Dropping sessions?
Not the sessions so much. Just doing something wrong. Okay, so we're going to go sessions. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to run pure SQL. It scares the shit out of me. I wonder if I just go to the back here, and at worst case, I just lose this last 20. I could even do this. I'll go, stuff it. So my last session is these two. Delete anything that's user ID 2 is me. So I just delete those. Yep. Jeez, it takes a long time to drop 4. Now if I go into app dot, it should not let me. Yeah. We should actually make this the default page now. What I'm going to do before I do any of this nonce is I'm going to go and I'm going to enable point-in-time recovery. 7 days. Confirm. All right. Just in case,
Yep, that makes sense.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the end.
And torch them.
Yeah.
How long is point-in-time recovery instant since you've clicked that?
Yeah, this is only sessions though, right? So we can see all it is just a user ID and an ID. So there's nothing here that we're losing.
All right.
And then you should be able to refresh and then you should be able to not be in it.
Yeah, it just kicked me.
Okay.
And hold on, I'm logging in. You might be able to see me.
Are you in?
I am, but I don't know. Did you just do it again?
No, I haven't done it.
I'm still in.
Yeah, that's fine. You logged in though, yeah?
Yep. Is that me?
And then you're in?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to torch all the sessions. I just don't want any because what I was noticing when we were busy transferring, because the session counts were different, it was giving you these weird logins. So I'm just going to clean these sessions up.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, a session's just created on login and then encrypted in a cookie. So it just basically gives the ID of the session is encrypted in a cookie. It's not. So we're not actually losing anything except you just have to log in again. We'll probably get a whole bunch of what's my password requests.
Oh shit.
Other than that, that's fine. That's good.
Do we have any sort of control in how long a session can go for?
I think it has the cookie. It's the default on the encrypted cookie.
Okay.
It might be live. I don't know. I have to double check. But we want people to be able to log in anyway. We've just got the infra boys just asked me if it's all going good.
Good.
It was nice. They actually fully blocked it out to come and help, just be on now.
Just waiting. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I could run select all delete as SQL, but I'm just way too scared to do that in case I delete the wrong table.
Wrong table? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's so much easier. I know it's annoying to click this 20 times, but
it's just safer. You can't.
I think so.
This click is not going to torch projects.
Imagine if I just deleted something like typo and then freaking
user sessions, then whoops, somehow you just got onto users.
Whoopsie.
I guess I'll find another job. Another company.
That will be really awkward.
Your own. Just chuck your tools in the bin and walk out.
Yeah, it's just I'm done. Look, I can always re-import. That's the nice thing.
Yeah.
We're still in maintenance mode on the other side. So you can this can be rerun. We should all be kicked out now.
Cool. Let me check. Yeah, I'm out. I'll log in and you can check me out. My session there.
Should be. Let me refresh. Come on, bro. There we go. You're logged in twice. Got 2 sessions.
Okay.
2 different IPs. That's weird. Anywho, so that's running. That's fun. Let me see here. My raw files are there. This is the latest project I added as a little check. And that was 2 hours ago. Yep, cool. And we've been running for an hour. So it was an hour before. So the most data you could possibly have lost is an hour, but there's no way that we've done that. All right. So flight control is now running. Productions US. This one's basically doing nothing now. I actually want to stop this one. I don't know if you can. I'd like to just tell it to stop. Be quiet. I don't want to destroy it, but I don't want it to run anymore because this is going to run jobs twice, which is annoying. Okay, so we are on here. What is the next step in the plan? We are going to do some final checks and testing. We are going to change the flight control. We're going to go point in time and we're going to send a completion email. So yeah, final checks and testing. All right, so let's stop this recording.